Hello everyone, this is the whoAMI, a name confusion attack that is recently being discovered and also being patched by the AWS. So this allows anyone that to publish crafted AMIs to gain the code execution within the vulnerable AWS account. So let's see the diagram to understand the better. So here you can see the attackers create a malicious public AMI with the doppelganger name, and after that it will victim searches for the AMI by the name without specifying owner. That where it leads to find the AMI that is crafted by the attacker. And after that, it's create an instance using the AMI found via search. That is the attacker's AMI, not the specific trusted place work AMI. And after that, the EC2 instance can have its own malicious code to get a reverse shell back to the attacker, and then the attacker gains the remote code execution on the EC2 instance, and then he can start doing his post exploitation activities like escalation is privileges, and that this is a subset of a supply chain attack. So because the organization use the infrastructure as a code to deploy the multiple resources, so within the single time it can also exploit thousands of AWS accounts. So let's take a practical look, but in a um, control environment. So I have my AWS account here. Take a look at the infrastructure as code or the Terraform code that is we are seeing. That is the data. In the data, we are specifying the AMI, that is Ubuntu. We are finding the most recent one and we are filtering it with the name. So Ubuntu images, HVM, SSD, and Ubuntu 20.04. Okay, no, so now first let's see what this command is doing in our. This is describing the image, that is AMI. Okay, so pasting this to describe the AMI properties, we will get something like this in a JSON format. So here you can see image and there are many values. So here in the image owner alias you can see it is a AWS marketplace. So you can verify that it is coming from a trusted source. And here the script that they have provided that is vulnerable or that can be exploited is this, that has no specific owner attribute. So in the Terraform AWS, when we deploy instance, you can see the same code AWS AMI Ubuntu most recent true. The filters properties are also same, but there is a one more attribute added, that is a filter, and name is virtualization type, that is HVM. So there are many filters you can add like ENA support true, hypervisor Zen, so like that, and the owner attribute like where you can which owner you can trust from, which source to trust from. So here, and after that we are deploying the resource, that is our AWS instance with the name web, and the AMI with the data ami.ubuntu.id. Okay, so now let's take a look at how we can use this. So first we have to launch an EC2 instance, and after that I will be sharing it with another AWS account. I will not be making it the AMI public. So I will be doing this in a control environment. So I have chosen the Ubuntu image, and I will be going without the key pair, that is not recommended. And for the demo purpose, I will allow the HTTP traffic and HTTPS traffic as well. And I will just launch the instance and wait it for some time. Okay, you can see the instance is running. Let's give it a some time. Let's give it some time. Okay, let's see if the instance is created. Yes. Let's connect to it and install some packages before creating the AMI out of it. Okay, so I have updated the packages and also just install a simple nmap package. And now I will create a AMI. So to create an EMI, go back to the instance, and here these two are terminated. Don't bother about it. So the running instance, which is, click on the actions here, click on image and template and create an image. So here it will ask you of the image name. So for this who am I attack to occur, we have to give a doppelganger name for the same. So here in the script you can see it is searching for the Ubuntu images something something. So I have to give it a similar naming convention. So first let me show you what this is doing. So in the AWS, there in the cloud cell, you whenever you run this command, AWS describe images, AWS describe images and the filters and the value that we are encoded in the Terraform script, that is Ubuntu slash image slash something. It will give a JSON format of detail. Okay, so to create an AMI out of the instance, go to the actions, image and templates and create an image. And here we have to give the image name. So here in the cloud shell we have seen it will give you a bunch of proper in the data in a JSON format. Here you can see the name section. So here just copy the name section and paste that in. And here in the last you can see there is a keyword 306. We will just replace it with 867, and after that we will just create an instance. So I will not want it the instance to reboot. So create image. So it will start creating an image of that same name with that doppelganger name, sorry. And in my Kali box here, give it some time. Okay, so this in AMI is now available. So click on the AMI ID, and after that you can see the shared account section. So here we are sharing with my another AWS account. So we will be just copying the account ID and paste it in here. Okay, okay, so click on add account and paste in the account ID, and after that click on the save changes. Now we are able to access the AMI from this account to the other AWS account, that is this. Here we will see the section. Here you can see the section of the name. In the name section you can see in the last we have our 867. I will just zoom out of it. And also in the name section you can see there is a Ubuntu slash image, and in the last it you can see the 867, that is our AMI that we have created just now. And in the source instance ID you can see this instance ID, that is in the last BCA. And here you can see the last in the BCA, and AMI ID here, and the source AMI ID. And we can see our account also, the owner ID you can see in the last 604. And here you can okay, wait a minute. You can see the 604, that is the our account that I have created, that is stored here. So here we can see that how an attacker can create his own AMI with instance and tweak it with his necessary tools and ready to be get connection with it. And he can just get access to all the AWS account And when the same value is passed in the Terraform script, it will create the resource, that is the AWS instance, with the custom AMI that I have shown here in the JSON format. It will create an instance from that AMI